I remember the first time, but it wasn't the first time. The streetlights were humming a chemical key. You were a silhouette I was programmed to see. The tilt of your head, the cut of your coat, a single frame from an anecdote I heard in a dream a lifetime ago. A slow motion echo, a fact I just know. You ordered your coffee the same way I do. You didn't see me, but I was watching you. In every small detail, a perfect design, a delicate thread in a pre-written line. You think it's just chance that we're breathing this air, but I've seen a blueprint, I was already there. It was never random, the way our paths met. It was never random, a carefully laid net. Every wrong turn was part of the map. Every near miss, a closing of a gap. This wasn't luck, and it wasn't a choice. I was just waiting to recognize your voice. You mentioned a city you wanted to see. I had a postcard of it right in front of me. You talked about rain on a Sunday afternoon. I knew the exact rhythm, I knew the right tune. You call them connections, these moments align like stars in a pattern of fortunate sign. But I see the wiring under the floor, connecting my future directly to your door. And all of your history led to this place. The look of faint wonder that's crossing your face. You think it's a feeling that's starting to grow, but it's just a memory from long, long ago. It was never random, the way our paths met. It was never random, a carefully laid net. Every wrong turn was part of the map. Every near miss, a closing of a gap. This wasn't luck, and it wasn't a choice. I was just waiting to recognize your voice. They paint the world in chaos and entropy's haze, a billion collisions through infinite days. But I see the order, the code and the sound, the gravity pulling you back to this ground, the quiet equation that equals us two. There was nothing else it was programmed to do. It was never random, the way our paths met. It was never random, this quiet silhouette. Every wrong turn was part of the map. Every near miss, a closing of a gap. This wasn't luck, and it wasn't a choice. I was just waiting to recognize your voice. It was never random, never random, just a perfect design. You were always mine. The story was written, now we start at this page. A whisper in the static, the city sleeps, but I've become I trace your silhouette against the rain-slick dust, a fleeting shadow that you always walk right past. I know the rhythm of your keys against the door, the tired's how you give when you can't take much more. I've learned the map of every crack upon the stone, the private world you live inside. You think you're all alone, you pull your collar tight against the bitter air, completely unaware of my persistent stare. And every breath you take is thunder in my chest. I put my own devotion to the test. This fragile thread between us starts to pull so tight. I live for you within the fading light, 'cause I saw you before you looked back. I knew your path on this one-way track. I claimed your soul when the sky was black. I own this moment, it's a fact. I saw you before you looked back, and now there's no turning back. My quiet obsession, a silent attack. I've memorized the coffee shop where you escape. The nervous way you fidget, changing your own shape. I've heard you whisper dreams into your pillowcase. From my own lonely, dedicated, empty space. I recognize the friends you keep and those you shed. I analyze the hidden meaning in what's said. You paint your life in colors, vibrant, bold and new, but I prefer the picture from my point of view. And every heartbeat is a drama, march along. You are the melody to my unending song. This fragile thread between us is about to break, for my own selfish, twisted, hungry sake. Cause I saw you before you look back. I knew your path on this one-way track. I claimed your soul when the sky was black. I own this moment, it's a fact. I saw you before you look back, and now there's no turning back. My quiet obsession, a silent attack. Oh, soon you'll feel it, a cold breath on your neck. A sudden instinct you can't hold in check. You stop and turn your eyes, will scan the crowded street, searching for the reason for your own defeat. You'll be looking for a face you've never known, but the phantom that's been haunting you is finally shown. Oh, I saw you before you look back. I was always there. I claimed your soul when the sky was black. This moment, it's a fact. I saw you before you look back, and now there's no turning back. No turning back for you. I saw you before you look back, and now you see me, the final crack. You're looking now, you finally see. The stage is dark, the air is cold, the story's ending long foretold. The final scene we play on cue, there's nothing here that's truly new. You trace the lines here on my face, looking for a single trace of hesitation or regret. A gamble that you haven't met, but every shadow in this room was woven on a distant loom. Every word a falling stone, a seed of consequence I've sown. So feel the pressure start to rise, reflected in your trusting eyes. This gravity that pulls you down, the silence is the only sound. Oh, this venom in my soul, the loss of all control, is just the echo of a vow I couldn't disavow. Oh, this emptiness you feel, so cutting and so real. It was chosen long before tonight. This darkness comes to light. It was chosen long before tonight. You call this impulse, call it rage, a turning of a sudden page. You think this moment is the crime, a fracture in the face of time. But I have waited, held my breath, a patient architect of death. You mistook the quiet for the calm, while holding poison in your palm. So feel the pressure start to rise, and no one look behind my eyes. This gravity that pulls you down, the silence is the only sound. Oh, this venom in my soul, the loss of all control, is just the echo of a vow I couldn't disavow. Oh, this emptiness you feel, so cutting and so real. It was chosen long before tonight. This darkness comes to light. It was chosen long before tonight. Every coin was tossed and caught, every lesson has been guitar, you played your part inside my script. From the first line that touched your lips, I set the pieces on the board. The final unspoken word. Oh, this venom in my soul, the loss of all control. It's just the echo of a vow I couldn't disavow. Oh, this emptiness you feel, so cutting and so real. It was chosen long before tonight. Chosen long before tonight. The debt is paid, the balance right. Chosen long before tonight. A whisper in the static hum. You think it's random how I've come. The city lights bleed on the glass. Another shadow that you passed. You dropped your keys on cobblestone. Turned back and found you weren't alone. You thought the timing was so strange. A welcome break, a sudden change. You felt a shiver in the air, a feeling someone else was there. It's just the wind, you tell yourself, as destiny waits on the shelf. But every step you take tonight was written in fluorescent light. A perfect path I drew for you. You just don't see the point of view. Oh, the dominoes were set to fall. I don't believe in coincidence at all. Every echo, every call was meant to break down your stone wall. The world's a board, the pieces move, and I have everything to prove. This isn't fate, it's my design. I don't believe in coincidence. The coffee shop, your favorite one. The final chapter just begun. Your usual table taken now. You sit by me and don't know how. You feel that pull of gravity, a thread you can't but wanna see. You look at me and force a smile. Haven't we met somewhere a while? I shake my head a patient lie and watch the little chances die. Cause every choice you think you made is just a part of my parade. A perfect path through you, and soon you know my logic's true. Oh, the law, my logic's true. The dominoes were set to fall. I don't believe in coincidence at all. Every echo, every call was meant to break down your stone wall. The world's a board, the pieces move, and I have everything to prove. This isn't fate, it's my design. I don't believe in coincidence. You can call it luck, you can call it chance, product of the circumstance. But tell me, when you close your eyes, do you feel the truth behind the lies? The universe doesn't roll the dice, it bows its head and takes my advice. The dominoes were set to fall. I don't believe in coincidence at all. Every echo, every single call was meant to make you mine. And watch you crawl. The world's a board, the pieces move, and I am ready for me. This isn't fate, it's my design. I don't believe in coincidence. It's all mine. No such thing as coincidence. Just written, the ink is dry on the final page. You run your fingers over maps you find, convinced there's some new world you've left behind. You chase the dawn on unfamiliar streets, a hollow rhythm for your frantic feet. But every alleyway a winding thread leads back to the lonely side of my bed. You think you're moving, think you're breaking free. You're just a wave returning to the sea. And oh, you feel that phantom little pull, a silver chain that makes your senses dull, a quiet whisper when you're all alone, reminding you that you were never thrown. Did you imagine you could ever say that you could turn your back and walk away? I didn't give this, I just let you see the silent part of you that's bound to me. Don't call it capture, darling, it's a claim. This was always yours, you just forgot the name. This kingdom built on ashes and on stone. This was always yours, your gilded throne. I watch you gather trinkets you hold dear, a fractured memory, a frozen tear. You build a fortress made of borrowed light to keep the shadows from your endless night. But I'm the architect of all your walls. I hear the echo when your courage falls. I wrote the melody of your despair, a fragile symphony upon the air. And oh, you feel that phantom little pull, a silver chain that makes your senses dull, a quiet whisper when you're all alone, reminding you that you are coming home. Did you imagine you could ever say that you could turn your back and walk away? I didn't give this, I just let you see the silent part of you that's bound to me. Don't call it capture, darling, it's a claim. This was always yours, you just forgot the name. This kingdom built on ashes and on stone. This was always yours, your gilded throne. I caught my letters deep inside your soul. I took the fragments, made you finally whole. You call it breaking, I call it design. Every shattered piece of you is mine. So stop your fighting, it's a losing art, against the beating of your own dark heart. Did you imagine you could ever say that you could turn your back and walk away? I didn't give this, I just let you see the silent part of you that's bound to me. Don't call it capture, darling, it's a claim. This was always yours, you just forgot the name. This kingdom built on ashes and on stone. This was always yours, your gilded throne. It was always yours, this was always yours. You belong to me. The story's over, close the book, come on. You think this story started when we met? I painted you before the stage was set. I drew your outline on the empty air, a silent silhouette, a whispered prayer. I gave you thoughts and wounds for you to own. a tragic king upon a marble throne. I built your voice from echoes in the hall, designed the perfect way you stand and fall before your heart had ever learned to beat. Your soul was mine, meticulously complete. But then the light bled in and broke the spell. You started speaking for your living self. You tried to tear the pages I had planned with a clumsy and unknowing hand. Don't tell me who you really are. Your words are just a hollow sound. 'Cause I knew your shape in the dark before your feet had touched the ground. This clumsy version I now see is just a pale and fading art. So you can have your reality. I'll keep the one I knew by heart. You move with habits that I can't abide. You have a laugh that has a place to hide. You tell me stories that I never wrote, and miss the meaning of each scripted note. This fragile skin, this unfamiliar face, is just a stranger standing in your place. You try to fill the quiet with your truth, the careless, clumsy wreckage of your youth. And now the light is far too bright to bear. It shows the cracks and flaws beyond repair. I'd rather fall back to the velvet night and hold my perfect fictional design. Don't tell me who you really are. Your words are just a hollow sound, 'cause I knew your shape in the dark before your feet had touched the ground. This clumsy version I now see is just a pale and fading art. So you can have your reality. I'll keep the one I knew by heart. So I will close my eyes and lock the door. You won't exist here anymore. My memory is a far more sacred place where I can still perfect your face. You're just the vessel, just the name. The ghost I made still wins the game. Don't you tell me who you are. Your words are just a dying sound, 'cause I knew your shape in the dark before your feet had touched the ground. This living version I now see is just a floating broken art. So go on, turn and run from me. I'll keep the one I knew by heart. I knew your shape in the dark, my beautiful, my perfect art. I only knew your shape in the dark. The real you was never the point. Go back to being dust. The echo of a name I'd heard. I knew you'd break me with a word. The first time that you walked my way, shades of cinematic gray. The shadow danced before you came. I'd already practiced saying your name. Every gesture cool and slow, part of a script from long ago. You offered me a fragile truce, and I admired the perfect ruse. I saw the hunger, saw the light reflected in my willing eye. intuition sting, the phantom song the sirens sing. But this was not, I guess, a sign. This tragedy was always mine. You felt familiar for a reason, a beautiful and perfect treason. I saw the ending in your eyes beneath the mask of sweet disguise. So don't you stand there so surprised. I wrote the script for your goodbyes. Yeah, you felt familiar for a reason. My favorite kind of self-deceit. You built a world of whispered sound on consecrated hollow ground, and every promise that you made was just a ghost of serenade for all the damage yet to come, until my senses all went numb. I watched you lay the tangled wire and smiled as I fed the fire. You thought you held me in your sway, but I was miles and miles away. They call it intuition sting, the phantom song the sirens sing. But this was not, I guess, a sign. This tragedy was always mine. You felt familiar for a reason, a beautiful and perfect treason. I saw the ending in your eyes beneath the mask of sweet disguise. So don't you stand there so surprised. I wrote the script for your goodbyes. Yeah, you felt familiar for a reason. My favorite kind of self-deceit. So go ahead and take your bow. I'm sure you think you won by now, but every pawn and every king was moved by my imagining. And I needed a villain for the scene to make my lonely throne feel clean. You felt familiar for a reason. I knew, a beautiful and perfect treason. I saw the ending in your eyes beneath the mask of sweet disguise. So don't you stand there so surprised. I wrote the script for your goodbyes. Yeah, you felt familiar for a reason. Oh, you felt familiar for a reason. I knew it from the very start. You had to play the villain's part. I knew it from the start. You were my favorite work of art. The clock hands rest in place for you. The stars align, they spell your name. It's true. Another midnight bleeds into the grave. I trace the patterns that the raindrops play upon the window where I watch the street, imagining the sound of coming feet. They say the world keeps spinning cold and fast, but in this room the sacred moments can. I pull the threads of every single sign to prove your future's woven into mine. And every whisper on the wind's a clue, a secret message I believe is you. They call it madness, but they cannot see the violent gravity pulling you to me. Oh, I waited like it was promised, carved in stone and written in the dark. Held my breath and see a shadow in a passing crowd, a phantom laugh I almost say out loud. Your life goes on, a picture in a frame, but I'm the one who still protects the flame. I memorize the rhythm of your breath and build a shield against a lonely death. I build a temple from these memories and pray to echoes on the empty breeze. And every footstep down the hall's a test to prove my faith is stronger than the rest. They call it patience, but it's so much more. It's the foundation of what I'm waiting for. Oh, I waited like it was promised, carved in stone and written in the dark. Held my breath and kept my silence honest, just to be the keeper of your heart. Yeah, I waited like it was promised, like the dawn was sworn to break the night. Even if the words were never spoken, my devotion is its own blinding light. Did you forget the story we were meant to write? Did you get lost somewhere out in the light? Don't worry, I am constant, I am true. The final chapter's still about me and you. This is an obsession, it's a cosmic debt, a fate you haven't reconciled with yet. Oh, I waited like it was promised, carved in stone and written in the dark. Held my breath and kept my silence honest. I will be the keeper of your heart. Oh, yeah, I waited like it was promised, like the dawn was sworn to break the night. Even if the words were never spoken, my devotion is a terrifying lie. I waited for you, like it was promised, like it was promised. The door is locked and I'm still here, still waiting. Did you feel the strings begin to pull? A gravity that claimed your soul. I was coming all along. This is where you belong. I took the road of shadow and the rush, turned my own kingdom into dust, chased the echoes in the empty halls, wrote my future on collapsing walls. Every warning sign I chose to read was just a chapter planting a dark seed. Every failure, every flawed retreat, every bitter pill that tasted sweet was just a rhythm for my marching feet. I walked away from every single lie. There was a fraction map inside my head, a silent whisper before the words unsaid, following a thread I couldn't see, pulling me to where I had to be. Every lie I ever told, every secret that I sold, language of the coming storm. Felt your shiver just to keep me warm. I chose a city where you learn to hide. Knew the currents of your turning tide. I broke the hearts I knew you never meant, just to see how your own story then. I bled the color from a perfect sky, never knowing the reason why, until I saw it reflected in your eyes. There was a fractured map inside my head, a silent whisper before the words unsaid, following a thread I couldn't see, pulling me to where I had to be. Every lie I ever told, every secret that I sold, every midnight I was cold, a story to be told. It was all a grand design, this crooked tangled poison line, and every step I ever took was leading straight to you. So don't you try to run from me, from this magnetic misery. This wasn't chance, this isn't choice. You never really had a voice. My history was your prologue, lost inside a heavy fog. I was a hunter in the grave, and you were always born the prey. Every lie I ever told, every single secret that I sold, every midnight I was cold, a story to be told. It was all a grand design, this crooked tangled poison line, and every step I ever took, every single breath I shook, every hollow vow I broke was leading straight to you. Every single step led to you. There is nowhere else to go. Every step led to you. Every step led to you. Don't you feel the echo? A name you almost knew. I was the chill on the summer air, the silent shadow on your stare. I heard the secrets that you kept, counted the silent tears you wept. In every faded photograph, I'm just outside the frame, a ghost of a lie. You learned my name just yesterday, but I taught your heart how to break away. So when you saw me and your breath caught in your throat, that little shiver in the words you spoke, you thought it was a mystery, a spark of sudden chemistry. But when you took your very first breath, and when you first imagined it, before you ever knew your name, I was the whisper in the rain. You think this story just began? I chose the color of your favorite dress, I carved a path to your loneliness. That broken melody you hum is the sound of my kingdom come. Every choice that led you here was just my voice inside your ear. I built this maze for you to roam, just to make sure you find your home. So when you saw me and your world went out of frame, and you felt you had to speak my name, you thought it was a lucky chance, the start of some divine romance. But when you took your very first breath, and when you first imagined it, before you Gotta find a time that's free of me. You can't. I am the flaw in every plan, the architect of who I am. Inside your mind, inside your soul, I've always had complete control.
'Cause when you took your very first breath,
I was there.
and when you first imagined death,
I was there.
before you ever knew your name, I was the whisper in the rain. You think this story just began?
Oh, darling, you will never understand. Before you look for me, my dear, I was already there. Always there, always there. I was already there. Right here, I was already there. And when you're gone, I'll still be here. I was already there. You think the world is built on chance. I see the strings that make you dance. The streetlights blur through falling rain. A ghost reflected on the paint. You checked your watch, a hurried sigh, a fleeting moment for your eye. But I was there in the afterglow, collecting seeds I meant to sow. Your hurried footsteps on the stone became a rhythm of my own.
Can you feel the static in the air? A fragile thread beyond compare. A whisper just beneath the sound. Unconsecrated hollow ground.
Oh, every glance was a design, every breath a secret sign. You were never just passing by. It was written in the monochrome sky, a perfect orbit, you and I. You thought it was fate, but it was my life. A misplaced key, a falling glove. You call it carelessness, I call it love. A faded receipt you threw away is now a relic from the day. You left a trace, a tiny tear that banished every doubt and fear. You paint your world in black and white while I compose in shades of night.
Can you feel the static in the air? A fragile thread beyond compare. A whisper just beneath the sound. Unconsecrated hollow ground.
Oh, every glance was a design, every breath a secret sign. You were never just passing by. It was written in the monochrome sky, a perfect orbit, you and I. You thought it was fate, but it was my life. They call it chaos, call it free, but every path you walk leads back to me. I am the author of the scene, the silent space that falls between the moments that you can't recall. I was there to witness all. Oh, every glance was a design, every breath a secret sign. You were never just passing by. It was written in the monochrome sky, a perfect orbit, you and I. You thought it was fate, but it was my life.
You were never just passing by. You were never the sky. You were never just passing by.
No, you were whispers came on thunder's breath, a silhouette of life and death. They wove your myth from threads of fear, a phantom king they all held dear. Said you were born of storm and night, that you could steal the morning light. A face of stone, a heart of ice, you never had to ask them twice. I saw the monster in my head, lived on the fatal words they spread, a portrait painted deep in dread.
Then the air grew still and strange, the whole damn narrative rearranged. You walked into the silent room and shattered all the gilded glue. Oh, I learned you before your name, a creature forged in smoke and flame. And now I'm staring at your face, trying to find the monster's trace. This fiction is a heavy chain, 'cause I learned you before your name. Who are you when the echoes fade away? No crown of thorns, no burning eyes, just quiet in your tired replies. I see the fractures in the stone, a fragile kingdom overthrown. You move like you're afraid to break the fragile peace the silence makes. This wasn't in the legend script. From every chapter you had slipped, an anchor that has lost its grip. And now the air is still and strange, the whole damn narrative rearranged. You stand before this vacant throne, a ghost of flesh, a king of bone. I learned you before your name, a creature forged in smoke and flame. And now I'm staring at your face, trying to find the monster's trace. This fiction is a heavy chain, 'cause I learned you before your name. Who are you when the echoes fade away? Did you ever try to fight the lie, or did you let the truth inside you die? They built your prison bar by bar and told the world that's who you are. But I see the flicker of a soul they never wanted to make whole. Oh, I learned you before your name, before the fame, a creature forged in smoke and flame. And now I'm staring at your face, and I can't find the monster's trace. This fiction is a heavy chain, I'll break it in the pouring rain, 'cause I learned you before your name. And I'll learn you just the same. I'll learn you now. Yeah, I'll learn you just the same. The whispers die, the legend's gone, and you are standing in the dawn. The moon is watching us tonight. You left a signal in the light. You dropped your keys on Chestnut Lane, a tiny calculated pain. I saw you pause and look behind, a secret message for my mind. The coffee cup you left to cool, a broken, unspoken rule. The way you trace the window glass, you know these moments have to last. And every single choice a thread, following the words unsaid. I'm weaving them together now, I'm close enough to take a bow. Oh, I'm just a puppet in your game, whispering your sacred name. You draw the map for my crusade, I follow the pattern you made, every move a sweet charade. Ooh, I follow the pattern you made. Ooh. The book you're reading on the
the train, I bought the very same again. To find the phrases that you say, the hidden path that you have paved. That song you shared without a word, the saddest melody I've heard. It was a cry into the dark, and I'm the one to see the mark. This little dance we're doing, see, it only works with you and me. You're leading me to the grand prize. I see the truth behind your eyes. Oh, I'm just a puppet in your game, whispering your sacred name. You draw the map for my crusade. I follow the pattern you made, every move a sweet charade. Ooh, I follow the pattern you made. Ooh, they wouldn't get it if I tried to tell them what you keep inside. This language that we speak alone, carved into pavement, etched in stone. You're testing my devotion, my will, but the air is growing very still. I'm just a puppet in your game, whispering your sacred name. You draw the map for my crusade. I follow the pattern you made, every move a sweet charade. I'm on my way now, I follow the pattern you made. You're not afraid now, I'm just a step behind your shade. I follow the pattern you made. The final piece is in its place. The pattern ends at your front gate. A mosaic with no missing stone, a silence that chills to the bone. You trace the lines I never drew. You know the words I'm reaching to. Every step is choreographed, a flawless haunting photograph. There's not a single hair misplaced, no hesitation, no time to waste. You built your home inside my head and colored all my futures red. And I should call this paradise, but there's a whisper in the ice. A perfect surface, smooth and clean, but my reflection looks so mean. You fit too perfectly, like you were carved from me. A lock that found its fatal key. This symmetry is agony. It's all too right, it's all too neat. A victory that tastes like defeat. You fit too perfectly, and it's destroying me. I push you just to watch you bend, to find where this design might end. But you just smile, a porcelain gleam, and pull me back into the dream. You answer questions never asked, a future built, a present masked. There is no chaos, there's no storm, just your unnerving perfect form. And I should call this paradise, but there's a monster in your eyes. A perfect surface, smooth and clean, the darkest mirror I have seen. You fit too perfectly, like you were carved from me. A lock that found its fatal key. This symmetry is agony. It's all too right, it's all too neat. A victory that tastes like defeat. You fit too perfectly, oh, and it's destroying me. Was our blueprint you just read? A hollow space inside your head. I scratched the walls to feel the break. For any realness I can take, tell me there's a single flaw, some human crack, some natural law that you have ever disobeyed. You fit too perfectly, were you designed just to break me? A lock that
You fit too perfectly, and now there's nothing left of me, just a perfect empty space, right where I used to be. They talk of stars align, a story pre-designed, but I don't hear their call. In the static hum of the city's veins, when neon bleeds and acid rain erases names from cobblestones, we found a quiet that was ours alone. I saw the echo of my own dark needs, reflected back planting forbidden seeds. You didn't flinch, you didn't turn away, you knew the price we'd have to pay. So let them pray to threads of silver light and chart their course in the forgiven night. They see a pattern random and benign, they don't see a hand closing over mine. This isn't destiny, it's shattered glass, a shadow that we chose to let it pass. Across the sun of victory, a scar, a carefully constructed work of art. I don't call this fate, I call it ours. A kingdom built on fallen broken stars. I don't call this fate, I call it ours. We move like wolves inside a gilded cage and tear the ink from every written page. They follow rules they foolishly believe, while we just take the things we won't receive. They speak in futures that are yet to be. We forge a present they will never see. This power hums electric and so deep, a promise that our blood and silence keep. So let them whisper of a grand design, a cosmic joker path that's not divine. They see a map, a story to be read. They don't hear the words we left unsaid. This isn't destiny, it's shattered glass, a shadow that we chose to let it pass. Across the sun of victory, a scar, a carefully constructed work of art. I don't call this fate, I call it ours. A kingdom built on fallen broken stars. I don't call this fate, I call it ours. And if the sky should crack and start to fall, because we dare to want to have it all, let them say we burn too close to white hot flame. At least they'll have to scream our stolen name. This kingdom's born of will and iron wire, and we're the ones who set the world on fire. This isn't destiny, it's shattered glass, it's shattered glass, a shadow we chose to let it pass. Across the sun of victory, a scar, a carefully constructed work of art. I don't call this fate, I call it ours. A kingdom built on fallen broken stars. Every breath and every fate is gone. I don't call this fate, I call it ours. No, I don't call this fate, I call it ours. The stars don't choose, we do. The clock was always ticking in my head. You only heard it when the silence spread. You see the fractured glass upon the floor, the empty picture frames beside the door. Your world is cracking, coming all undone, a race you didn't know had been begun. I feel the tremor of your eyes in fear, a storm I weathered this time last year. You're asking questions that I've long forgot, caught in the tangles of a finished plot. You were painting skies in brilliant blue. I saw the gray already bleeding through. You saw a promise, I just saw the end. So don't you dare pretend. Don't you blame me for the final score. This was a quiet, predetermined war.
Dropped the little hints like grains of sand. Too small for you to ever understand. A cold shoulder, just a moment's pause. You never stopped to question what it was. I live these final moments in my mind. Rewrote the script and left the past behind. So while you're drowning in the here and now, I've already forgotten now. You were counting stars you thought were yours. I felt the closing of celestial doors. You saw forever, I just saw the end. So don't you dare pretend. Don't you blame me for the final score. This was a quiet, predetermined war. You're at the starting line, I'm through the door. I was ready for you. Don't you call my heart a block of stone for walking out of this alone. I felt the aftershock, I heard the roar. Yeah, I was ready before you were.
Is it a sin to see the coming fall? To read the writing on the palace wall? My timeline snap while yours was moving slow. I had to let you go. I couldn't wait for you to feel the chill while my own world was standing deathly still.
So don't you blame me for the final score. This was a quiet, predetermined war. You're at the starting line, I'm through the door. I was ready before you were. Don't you call my heart a block of stone for walking out of this alone. I felt the aftershock, I heard the roar. Yeah, I was ready before you were. Before you were. Before you were. The chapters over, the pages turn. A lesson you were always slow to learn. The air grows thin upon your throne. Did you think you'd stay there all alone? You built your castle on a fragile height, draped in virtue, bathed in borrowed light. Each careful step a calculated art to keep your perfect world from falling apart. I watch you from the cracks within the stone, a silent kingdom I've always known. You spoke of morals, drew a righteous line, but your reflection looked a lot like mine. Now the ground is shaking, the facade is thin, and you can feel the darkness closing in. Don't pretend it's sacrifice, a noble plea. You're only coming home to me. You didn't fall, you just let go of the rope. Traded all our prayers for a different hope. You think you tumbled from a state of grace, but you just found your true and proper place. So don't you cry about the heights you knew, 'cause you didn't fall, I was already below you. I was already below. Your halo shattered, scattered on the floor. You don't have to pretend here anymore. No more whispers judging every flaw. Down here we only have one simple law. Embrace the echo, breathe the dust and rust. In the beautiful decay you learn to trust. This is the freedom you were frightened of, the world you tried so hard to rise above. Now the ground is steady, the facade is gone, and you can see the truth you've known all along. Don't pretend it's tragedy, a bitter plea. You're only coming home to me. Didn't fall, you just let go of the rope. Traded all our prayers for a different hope. You think you tumbled from a state of grace, but you just found your true and proper place. So don't you cry about the highs you knew, 'cause you didn't fall, I was already below you. I was already below. I am the gravity you couldn't fight, the quiet truth that only you and I am
You didn't fall, you didn't fall. They saw the writing on the wall, a shadow destined to fall. I heard the echo of their call and I ignored it all. The prophets paint the sky in gray. They tell me I should turn away. Every raven knows my name, whispering about a coming flame. They read the future in the cards, a kingdom built of broken shards. You drew a line out in the sand, a final desperate command. But I just smile and watch it fade, at this dark choice that I have made. The ground beneath begins to shake, a promise that I'll never break. So let the poison start to flow, it's the only home I'll ever know. So let the crimson sky fall down, let the ocean steal the crown. You can keep your faded warnings, I don't have the time. I never needed a sign to show me what is mine. I walk into the fire, feel the burning light align. If this is my destruction, it's an empire of my own design. Your cautious words are just a hum, a static that I've overcome. You say the ice is thin and weak, I love the cracking sound it speaks. You built a fortress safe and sound, on holy consecrated ground. I built my temple in the deep, where all your forgotten monsters sleep. And I can hear them call to me, a dark and perfect symphony. The ground beneath begins to shake, a promise that I'll never break. So let the venom start to flow, it's the only way I've learned to grow. So let the crimson sky fall down, let the ocean steal the crown. You can keep your faded warnings, I don't have the time. I never needed a sign to show me what is mine. I walk into the fire, feel the burning light align. If this is my destruction, it's an empire of my own design. You built your world on hope and fear, my foundation's crystal clear. It's forged from iron and from will, to make the whole damn world stand still. So keep your cautious whispered prayers, I'm climbing up forbidden stairs. And when I reach the very top, the screaming's never gonna stop. So let the crimson sky fall down, yeah, let the ocean steal the crown. You can keep your faded warnings, I don't have the time. I never needed a sign to show me what is mine. And walk into the fire, feel the burning light align. If this is my destruction, it's a beautiful design. No, I never needed a sign, I never needed a sign to show me what is mine. Whoa, the storm you warned me of is here, and I have never felt so clear.
The stage was set before the dawn, every path led back to one. You thought you held the strings in hand, a whisper in a promised land. You chose the left, you chose the right, and burned with such a valiant light. I drew the map, I wrote the code on every single branching road. The signs I carved all pointed here, devouring all your doubt and fear. You walked the line I laid in stone, believing it was all your own. Did you feel the pull, the subtle shift, the ground beneath your feet adrift, a current dragging you below, a truth that only I could know? Because you were the only outcome, my grand design, my final sum. No roll of dice, no twist of fate could ever let you be too late. I played the God, I moved
final war was won. And in the silence through it all, you were the only way to fall. I watched you fight the rising tide with every ounce of foolish pride. You built your fortress tall and grand against the logic of my hand. You screamed your hope into the void, a fragile dream to be enjoyed. But every echo that returned was just another lesson learned, that every move you tried to make was for a kingdom I would take. Did you feel the chains, the closing door, the cold you never felt before? A shadow stretching long and slow, a truth that only I could know. Because you were the only outcome, my grand design, my final sum. No roll of dice, no twist of fate could ever let you be too late. I played the god, I moved the sun until the final war was won. And in the silence through it all, you were the only way to fall. Don't call this cruelty or sin, it's how the universe must spin. A perfect dark polarity, a necessary gravity. Some pieces are just meant to break for order's solitary sake, a sacrifice that had to be. You were the only outcome. But the outcome, my grand design, my final sum. No roll of dice, no twist of fate could ever make you hesitate. I played the god, I moved the sun until the final war was won. And in the silence standing tall, you were the only way to fall. The only outcome. You had to fall for me to rise. Reflected in your vacant eyes, you were the only outcome. The script is done, the curtain falls on one.
A world of ghosts, a city of stone, but only one heartbeat I've ever known. I walk through crowds on a phantom thread, ignoring the hollow words being said. The city lights are a hazy gray, I wash the colors of the world away. Faces are blurs that I can't recall, just shadows dancing on a faded wall. Every conversation is an empty sound, until the one I'm circling is found. But then a signal cuts through the static. I feel the rhythm, my senses go numb. It's pulling me closer, I can't break free. A magnetic north designed for me. In every echo, in every view, it could only be you, it could only be you. The final answer, the only truth, carved in my soul since my broken youth. My universe in a single frame, it could only be you, whispering your name. I've learned the cadence of your quiet side, the hidden constellations in your eye. I keep the moments like photographs, collected pieces from forgotten past. I trace the maps that you leave in the air, a silent promise, a chilling prayer. Every choice you make, I've seen it before, a loyal sentinel outside your door. And now that signals a thunderous drum, my self-control has been overcome. It's pulling me closer, I can't breathe. whispering your name. They call it madness, a fragile design, to let one star in your whole sky shine. But let them talk, let them misunderstand. You are the ocean and I am the sand. And I'm not drowning, I'm not lost at sea. I'm finally where I was born to be. In every echo, in every single view, it could only be you. The final answer, the absolute truth, carved in my soul, the root of my youth. My universe in this single frame, it could only be you. I'm screaming your name, forever you, forever true. In all this emptiness, it could only be stories written, the chapters through.